So, is Colin Kaepernick being blackballed by the NFL? The date of this video is August 16th, 2017. We're about to approach week 2 of the preseason, and three teams have shown some sort of interest in Kaepernick. That's the Miami Dolphins, the Seattle Seahawks, and the Baltimore Ravens. They all showed some sort of interest, but eventually said no thank you. So, is Kaepernick being blackballed? And my answer is yes. Kaepernick is being blackballed for the same reasons that Tim Tebow, Vince Young, and a washed-up Michael Vick are being blackballed. They're not pocket passers. They can't get it done from the pocket. And if he could fit an NFL system and get it done from the pocket, he'd be on a team by now. All kinds of pocket passers, they make it in the NFL. But those scrambling quarterbacks, you have a very limited shelf life. Just ask RG3 about that. If you can't get it done from the pocket, you have a very limited window of success. Just like Tim Tebow, yeah, he got hot for a little while. He won a playoff game. Vince Young was Rookie of the Year. Colin Kaepernick went to the Super Bowl, but eventually it's going to catch up with you. If you cannot make plays from the pocket, you cannot sustain a career in the NFL. It's just that simple. Now, I know there's a football aspect of Colin Kaepernick's fledgling career, but there's also a racial component as well. So let's get into the racial component of things. I'll get back to the football stuff later. The fact that Colin Kaepernick stepped in for an ineffective Alex Smith midway through the season, early on in his career. NFL defenses didn't have film on him yet, so he kind of caught them off guard and had initial success. But once they learned his tendencies, it turned out that he wasn't that special. And, you know, he was surrounded by amazing talent on both sides of the ball. Frank Gore was a great 1,300 yard dependable rusher every year for the 49ers. And that allowed Kaepernick to basically just be a game manager, throw the ball for 190 yards a game or so and not get sacked 100 times, and that would be enough to win. And, you know, they were loaded with incredible defensive talent. Once Patrick Willis retired and Aldon Smith ran out of second and third and fourth chances and was kicked off the team for disciplinary reasons, and Justin Smith retired, and, you know, Navarro Bowman suffered a serious knee injury on the goal line against the Seahawks and was never the same after that. And once all of that talent was depleted from the roster, Kaepernick was exposed for the mediocre passer that he always was. All of that's secondary. The main component everybody wants to talk about is the racial component. Now, Kaepernick supporters, I don't think they're the sharpest tools in the shed. They would have you believe that NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell is some sort of KKK Grand Master. And Roger Goodell must have, somewhere along the line, held a secret meeting with all the 32 other owners of the NFL. And Roger Goodell must have donned a sheet over his head with holes just for his eyes, with a torch in one hand and a picture of Kaepernick in the other, and he was spewing hate. That's what these Kaepernick fans think. They believe this conspiracy theory that Roger Goodell went to these 32 other owners in this secret meeting and said, "Our white fans, they feel uncomfortable with this uppity black guy. Our white fans line our pockets with billions of dollars. They sign online for fantasy football, and they buy NFL Sunday ticket, even though NFL Mobile is free and they don't really need to be paying for NFL Sunday ticket anymore, but they do it anyway. And they come to the stadiums in droves. Thousands of them paying us. We need to placate to our white fans. We need to get rid of Colin Kaepernick. Who's with me? And all the 32 NFL owners in this secret little meeting that nobody knows about. Yeah! Yeah! Down with Kaepernick. So all these 32 owners are complicit in the cause to silence the black man who has an opinion about police brutality and black oppression. How dare he express his opinion? Now, if this narrative was true, if this narrative actually had any legs to it, if this had any sense at all, then answer me this. Why would Eric Reid and Eli Harold still be in the league? Now, Colin Kaepernick fans probably never even heard of these two names. Who are these guys that I just named? Eric Reid and Eli Harold. These two guys, both black teammates of Colin Kaepernick, saw what Kaepernick was doing, taking a knee during the national anthem, and they believed in the cause. They believed in the cause that Kaepernick was speaking out on. And they joined in solidarity. One was flanked to the left of Kaepernick, one was flanked to the right. And the three teammates united for this cause. And they all took a knee. The three of them. Yet and still, Eric Reid's still on the team. And so is Eli Harold. After all of this upheaval in social media and civil rights and blah, 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 these two guys are still on the team. And we've had, mind you, a whole off season, an NFL draft, free agency, trades, training camp cuts even. Yet these two guys remain. These two black players with a controversial opinion are still on the team. Why? There were so many opportunities to get rid of them. All three of them. But two remain. Kaepernick fans have no answer. They can't explain it. They don't even know who these two guys are, even though they send out memes with all three of them together taking a knee. They don't even know who these guys are. I have an answer, though. I know why they're both on the team. You know why? Eli Harold and Eric Reid, they both give the 49ers the best chance to win on Sunday. They're good. They make plays on defense. They help the cause of winning. That's why they're on the team. The NFL doesn't care about the color of your skin or your opinions or anything else. They care about the content of your catch radius. Eric Reid has a great catch radius. He could snag those interceptions right out of the air and zoom right down the field. That's why he's on the team. If there was a better replacement for that job description, the 49ers would have found it by now. Now that I've blown an intercontinental ballistic missile through the Colin Kaepernick argument that he's being blackballed for his beliefs because the NFL wants to silence the black man and make sure that the other black players fall in line and are seen but not heard, Kaepernick fans are likely upset, and I know what their answer is going to be next. I know what they're going to say next. Because, you know, they've done a little bit of research. They can't do very much, but they do a little research. They're going to say and rattle off the names of all the crappy white quarterbacks that have jobs in the NFL. That's their defense. Blaine Gabbert got a job. Ryan Fitzpatrick got a job. Brian Hoyer got a job. Matt Castle got a job. Brandon Weeden got a job. Josh McCown got a job. Bryce Petty got a job. All these cracky-ass quarterbacks got jobs. Brother Kaepernick ain't got a job. What's up? That's what they would probably say. And I think that's really cute. That's like adorable, like wow, you did all that research. You found all these names of these crappy white guys, and you made sure all of those quarterbacks were white. You didn't name Geno Smith and Tavares Jackson. You didn't name them, you got all your ducks in a line and you made sure all these bad bozo quarterbacks were white. That's cute. The answer is really simple. Now, if we were talking about 3-on-3 street football, where you could run around for 6, 7, 8, 9 seconds and make a play, then this gripe would be valid. Kaepernick does have a very strong arm, stronger arm than all the guys I just named, in my opinion. He's faster, he's more agile, he can make plays on the run. And if Kaepernick was being excluded and all of these white guys were getting jobs ahead of him in a 3-on-3 street football tournament, then yeah, I would think that's ridiculous. Unfortunately, Kaepernick fans, we're not talking about 3-on-3 street football where you have 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds to run around and make a play. We're talking about the NFL. This is the most elite level of competition in the world. An NFL quarterback has 2.5 seconds to make a decision. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 the ball's got to be out. You got 2.5 seconds to do something. And if you don't, you're fucking dead. That's the way it is in the NFL. One of these freaks of nature, Von Miller, J.J. Watt, Ndamukong Suh, Jadeveon Clowney, one of these guys is going to lay you out. There will be a massive collision with your spinal cord if you don't get rid of the ball in 2.5 seconds. Ask RG3 about that. So, yes, it's true. Blake Bortles sucks. He throws pick sixes every single friggin' game. It's like death, taxes, and pick sixes for Blake Bortles. Ryan Mallett, his feet are made out of cement. Brandon Weeden, he played for the Cleveland Browns. I don't think I need to even say anything more than that. Matt Castle, he couldn't get off the bench if he was the last quarterback on earth. All of these guys suck. They throw interceptions, they take sacks, they fumble the ball, they lose games in the fourth quarter. They suck. They all suck. Yes, absolutely. Kaepernick fans, they all suck. I agree with you. But for some reason, year after year, these sucky quarterbacks get shipped off to team after team after team after team for one reason. They can get rid of the ball in 2.5 seconds. They have a fucking clock embedded in their brain that tells them 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 balls out. And if you have that clock adjusted for 2.5 seconds in your head, you can play forever in the NFL as a quarterback. You could be 5 foot tall, you could be overweight, you could be 490 pounds, you could be 55 years old like Vinny Testaverde. But if you get rid of the ball in 2.5 seconds, they'll find a place on the roster for you. That's how it goes. And I don't care how big you are, Vince Young. I don't care how strong you are, Tim Tebow. I don't care how young you are, Colin Kaepernick. If you don't fit that system of getting that ball out of the pocket, delivered in 2.5 seconds, you can't play. Can't play. Class dismissed.